am so glad you came back, or came today. It's been a pretty good day, but I probably should this is my second time doing this, and I don't know how I did the other one. What did I say at the beginning? What did I talk about?
Well, you did something for Doyle.
Oh, Doyle, yes. Doyle, you said I don't look like me without my glasses, so guess what? I brought my glasses in, and I will put them on. They bother my nose a little bit. They make it tickle because that's where the shingles used to be. I also told in the last video, which this is very difficult to do a second time around, I told a little bit about my work history because this video is actually going to be about retirement. If you are retired, think twice, or not retired, think twice before you retire, because you may find that you're not as happy about being retired as you thought you were going to be. Well, I'm retired, but I did work. I worked 10 years at the county home. I told you that I had worked there for 10 years thinking I was going to have a good pension when I was done, because 10 years is when you can vest your rights. And the most I made at that time was $5.90, which today is like a spit in the bucket. Yeah. And I started at $2.33, so that means that I was not making very much at all. Today, people start at $15 at the least in New York is, and if I was still at the school, which at the school I made $8 when I left, and I would be making $18 now.
Or more.
Or more.
Or more.
Depends. It probably would be more because I was higher than what.
You were in a higher tier.
Right. I was there longer than. I was actually there the longest of anybody that was there. Also worked for McDonald's, and I worked there for 8 years. I was not in the grill, and I was not behind the counter. I was a hostess is what they had me as. And that was a person that went around with the coffee and the basket with the sugar and the creamers. And if you needed something, I would bring it to you. Like there was one couple that liked honey in her coffee or tea, whichever she had. And so I would get her the honey, and she would have honey for it instead of sugar. If you found that your fries were not hot enough, and I happened to hear you say that the fries were not good, I would take what you have left and go get you a brand new, good, fresh fries. When you're retired, you don't have anybody to talk to, it seems like. And so like right now, my voice feels like it's very weak and very scratchy. After I did the county home, I did hair for a while. And then I had a baby, and I opened my daycare, and I stayed home and took care of them. And then from that, I went to McDonald's, and then I went to the school. Mm-hmm. And I worked with autistic children at the school. So I've worked all my life. And when I first started working, I started working in the berry field when I was probably very young. Very, very young. As soon as you could hold a quart and pick berries, or put the quart down and pick berries, you were in the berry field. And I was actually in the berry field when I was a tiny baby in a buggy, but I didn't pick berries then. My mother, that's when she found out that I was allergic to the sun, because she used to have it so that the sun would kind of shine on my legs a little bit, and I was getting all these speckles. Come to find out, I was allergic to the sun, so when I was out picking berries, I wore long sleeves and a hat and long pants. I was covered. The only thing that would show would be my tops of my hands, because you wore shoes when you were in the berry field. I used to catch grasshoppers when I was in the berry field, and I used to go down the creek and play. My sisters and I, there was 3 rocks down in the creek, and they looked like turtles, and we used to pretend they were our houses, and we would wash them using the little bit of shale. This broken shale would actually suds up when you would rub it between your hands. It would take berry stains off also. Very bad.
Yeah.
to do these videos the second time around is not good because your train of thought is altogether different. So if you're planning on retiring, think twice, because I enjoyed retirement probably the first few years, and I used to wake up, or used to, when I would get like Sunday, when Sunday would come, I would think, oh, I got to get to bed because I have to get up tomorrow morning and go to work. And then I realized, oh yeah, I don't have to go to work, and that was kind of nice to know that you didn't have to go to work. But I don't have any contact with any people anymore, it seems like, and so my videos to me have gotten very boring, because there used to be little things that we would talk about with the girls. Even though the girls were in their 20s and 30s, it was at least interaction of some sort.
Yep. And if you're going to retire, try to have a plan of what you are going to be doing with your time.
With your time, because my time is not spent very wisely. I'm wasting a lot of time. And I do dishes, and I sweep the floor, and that's about it. And I crochet, and I watch videos, and that's about it. Yeah. And yesterday I went to visit the neighbor lady, but that I should do more often, but I don't.
Yeah. Well, what'd you tell me I should do?
I don't know. What did I tell you?
Should go mow her lawn for her, because she doesn't have any way of doing it.
And you said that you should take the big tractor up there.
Probably should, because it's pretty wet, and it's probably pretty long right now.
It's pretty long. It is. It's probably a good foot long.
Yeah.
She sold her mower, and so she doesn't have a mower anymore. But
she kept planning she was going to be leaving and moving, and
thank goodness she's not going to now.
Yeah.
She's going to stay, which I'm very happy to hear. Well, I hope you all had a great day, and this video has been all over the place because it's the second time around, and second time around is like chewing cabbage twice, and you don't do well when you do the cabbage twice.
Why'd we have to do it the second time?
Oh, because part of it wasn't even there. The video wasn't even there. So only part of the video, the beginning part, all the stuff I told you before wasn't there.
No.
So I had to do it over again. Well, take care, and we'll see you when I see you. I'll talk to you then. Bye. And they used to play with the residents. In fact, some days when I didn't bring them, they used to say, "Where are the kids?" We were all set up, ready for them to color and play games with us. And my mother would want them that day, so that's why I didn't bring them with. So if you're still working and you're thinking of retiring, have a plan. Have a good plan. I don't have a plan still. I should have of what I want to do or should do. If you're still working, be sure you have a plan of what you're going to do when you retire, because once you retire, your life changes. Things slow down. You actually don't have all the commotion that you would have if you were still working, and you don't have the interaction with people that you normally would have had. Have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Bye-bye.